Please forgive the fact that one of these images is obviously upside down. This is my sketchbook, and I just wanted to talk about both techniques actually on the same video, because they're both really relevant to each other. It's all about mark making and using one singular pen to do this. So I have used a fine liner in this one, and this is a felt tip pen, but these are interchangeable. You could use either. This one, I've created an image by using pointillism, and it's looking at obviously like a moonscape, although my daughter did point out the fact that it looks like a tangerine, which it very much does. You're just drawing out around a saucer or something like that, and then a smaller circle in the middle, which you could draw around a glass or something, and with pencil first, and then you're just using a pen to create different density of dots. So essentially, this part at the top of the composition really packed these dots in to create the darker shade of the night sky, and then just gently graduating the approach as I'm going down the composition. And then I'm using an even smaller pen just here, just to pick out some tiny little points, just to give the impression of the surface of the moon. And then finally, I've just used another felt tip pen, which is the same as the one that I did with the bigger dots, just to create a few trees in the foreground to give a silhouette effect. So that's a really lovely way of mark making, and you could have a go at drawing anything really in dots, anything that lends itself to maybe circular things kind of appeal to me, but you could, you do a plant or any kind of still life object. Another technique that I love using, because again, it's one pen and a blank page and something to draw. And you'll see previously I did a pepper, so we've got a pepper, a lemon and a tangerine, and I've drawn the whole thing with lines. So again, we're challenging the concept of having to draw things, in a traditional way. I love the idea of drawing things in a way that's kind of outside the box, because you never know where you might go with it. You could end up doing a whole landscape like this, or drawing a person in lines. See what kind of subject matter lends itself best to this technique of drawing. And again, it's a skill that kind of builds your confidence and just helps you to experiment and play around. So I hope these two little tutorials have given you a few ideas about different ways in which you can draw something which are unconventional.